Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to City Skylines, where we're building the most profitable city we can. And last time we completed our city's industrial core, complete with cargo harbors, trains, and all the factories we could stuff in here. And almost shockingly, it's been running really well. And there are hardly any problems, aside from like the usual ones. But that's fine. Problem that's not fine though is our power situation. It ain't looking good, Chief. In fact, this city with all this industry and almost 200,000 people has been running off of primarily a gas power plant. I tried supporting it with a bunch of these little coal plants and, well, that hasn't worked out too well. So the plan today is to rip up and redo all of the city's electrical stuff and then unlock some of the new things like the big coal power plant. Check out geothermal maybe solar, and of course, nuclear power, brother. And who knows, maybe we'll make enough power to export it and get some extra money. But first things first, let's adjust our current situation here. So little coal plants, no, you're gone, goodbye. But gas power plant, we're gonna stick with you, brother, and we're gonna move you over here. Because right in this section, we have an oil field. So then we have the oil field right next to the power plant and everything's all good. And this spot in particular, I am like 90% certain we could move this right over here, yes? Oh my gosh, it's like practically perfect. Aside from the road and the train line. But that stuff can go somewhere else. So come on down, brother. And let's see what we can do to upgrade it as well, because I didn't really mess around with it too much. But we have storage extensions. Yes, we will definitely have a couple of these. Please let us fit in 3. Ooh, fantastic. Then we have an advanced furnace, where you get the same amount of power for less fuel. Yeah, that's worth 80K a month. That means our oil and petroleum can be used for other products. Exhaust filter reduces air pollution. No. And additional turbine. We could add that on, but we'll see how things look after we build the rest of the power plants we're gonna build today. For now, that's pretty cool. Ooh, but also we have these extra battery stations too. And what if it just fit right in here? This would be the chosen timeline. I can see it now. Please. Please, no. It's off by like a meter. Or like 1 tile. Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do the meme? I'm gonna do the meme. I get rid of the train station, move the road 1 tile, and now... Oh, it's perfect. But then there's the other problem of, can we get the cargo train terminal back in here? Yes, we can. Okay, we just have to get rid of that. And it was all meant to be. And in the, oh my gosh, now I'm just getting greedy. But say we connected this train line back. Oh my gosh, the route auto-completed itself again. Yeah, we had a cargo train going from A to B down here, and it repaired itself. Oh, thank you, City Skylines 2. Anyway, the train's good, that's good, and then the battery stations. Still didn't really look into these too much. They have 2 upgrades with an additional battery bank and a diesel generator. Well, the generator, no, don't care. The battery bank, though, it's an extra 250 megawatt hours of capacity for $7,500 a month. That seems insanely good, because the battery station itself has a capacity of 500 megawatts for $50,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month per 100 megawatt hours. So yeah, this upgrade is even cheaper than that. So that's a no-brainer. And before we leave the rest of this area, gotta get the rest of the oil. Though I had to change things around just a bit here because I didn't want the actual oil extraction on this big main road. So it's moved over there and filled in the rest of the space and got the rest of the roads organized. So main roads don't have too much traffic on them, but the oil can still go over to the power plant or to the train to go somewhere else. So I'm confident all this will work out just fine. So let's get our next source of power. Big coal. Let's get that thing unlocked right now. And how big is it? That is pretty big. Oh my gosh. There's like a coal yard beside it too. Sheesh. That's not going here. Where would we build a coal plant? Oh, probably next to our mining area here. So we're mining mostly for ore, but one of these or two of these is getting coal. Yeah, we just happen to have this huge plot of land right here. And I have a feeling this coal plant is gonna fit perfectly here. So long as we calm down the terrain a lot. When it's truly meant to be, yeah, if this bridge just flattens out over here. Wait a second, what is going on? It's not on the ground. Oh, now it is. Okay, I'll adjust that to fix it, but it's pretty much meant to be. Or maybe the world is saying, Gibbs, don't build coal power, please. But I'm gonna be building coal power. There's nothing you can do. Okay, coal power plant. Let's put that down. Wait, I thought cooling towers were like a nuclear power thing. Well, then that's fantastic. We can have giant cooling towers all over the place, and people driving in will be like, oh wow, they're using nuclear power, so green. When actually, bad news. Oh, and I guess the coal storage will definitely point things out too. Anyway, what upgrades do we have? We have extra coal storage yards? Yes, that would be great. We will have, what? 2 of those, please. There we go. What does that even do? Gives us an extra 1,500 tons of storage? Yeah, sounds good to me. An additional turbine? Okay, if we get an extra smokestack, we're taking this. I don't even care about like the price value of money, anything like that. Oh yeah, yep. That looks so cool. And look like the stack of factory stuff or power plant stuff that's in front too. Just, it looks so good. What's next, an advanced furnace? Of course. Saving resources here means they can be used somewhere else. And then finally, reduce air pollution. Yeah, no, it's a coal power plant. These things are like the worst polluting thing in the world, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, and speaking of pollution, where does it flow? Oh, out of the map. Perfect. So it'll flow over this way into another city. Not our problem. So then for the rest of the area, got a good amount of space over here so we can grab our other battery from the old area. Scoot it on down, bud. And then add on the extra battery bank. Perfect. I'd say we are good here. Oh, no, wait. We need to build transformer stations. It turns the high voltage stuff into low voltage stuff that can be used by the citizens. Oh. In fact, I don't think I ever really read this. But it changes the currents, yeah. But the transformer's capacity is 80 megawatts. Wait a second, 80 megawatts? 80? How much power does this thing make? Nothing yet. What does it say on the list here? 300 megawatts. Oh. I think we probably need a couple more transformers around the city. Do we even have, like, any? We have a couple, I guess. Or I kind of just plop them down, like, haphazardly. But if we click on, like, a district, like subunit 4 here, does it say how much power this whole thing uses? No. Well, at any rate, I think we probably want more of these than less of these. Especially around the orange buildings. The orange buildings use more power than the lighter buildings. And okay, everything's now wired up, hopefully properly now, and I have built a million more substations. That was absolutely the right call. The city really needed them. Now we have substations all over the factory area and all over the city, which is fantastic. Everyone's gonna be so happy. Oh yeah, I unpaused for half a second, and yeah, we're doing pretty good on the power front now. In fact, with that much extra power, does that mean we're selling power now? Well, if we are, we lost like $2 million a month apparently, so maybe not enough. Electricity. Okay, we are exporting like $900,000 of power. So how much do we sell each megawatt for here? So we have 737 being produced, minus the 388. We have 349 megawatts being sold. So 850,000 divided by 349 is about $2.4 thousand per megawatt. If we can produce a megawatt for less than $2,400, then we profit. So overall, looking at like the efficiency of a coal power plant, we make 300 megawatts for $600,000. So that's $2,000 per megawatt. So the more of these we build, the more money we can make. Okay, good to know. What about the gas power plant? Oh my gosh, 250 megawatts for $625,000 a month? Well, 625 divided by 250 is 2,500. So it is pretty much a break-even power plant. Then why would you ever want to build a gas power plant over coal? Oh, because the coal power plant has high ground and air pollution, and the gas one is medium. Well, I guess if you want to have a nature-friendly city and don't build coal. But for me, oh, you better believe we're keeping the coal here. And also, we're keeping the gas power plant too. I think it looks cool here. It's by like the oil and all that jazz. So yeah, I like it. And, gosh, speaking of green energy and all that stupid stuff, I guess we'll check out the geothermal power plants and like solar power. And how does geothermal work? Well, it costs $750,000. And profitability-wise, it's 0 to 150 megawatts for $300,000 a month. So yeah, if we actually get the 150 megawatts, that it should be profitable. That's about $2,000 per month. Oh, but it still makes ground and air pollution. So it's almost the same as the gas power plant, except it makes less freaking power? Oh, but it doesn't use resources. Okay, that seems not the worst. Let's go and check it out. And I am pretty sure we have to build that on one of these underground water sources. Okay, yeah. So no groundwater, no power. Groundwater, you get power. But we have this bit of groundwater that's right inside this block. So how much power would we get here? 150,000? All right, we're good to go. Oop. Wait, that's it? That's the whole enchilada? It's like a barn. Or no, you know what this looks like, or reminds me of at least? It reminds me of a Factorio fuel area. Like you just have the random pipes going to each node and then to like your main base. Oh, that's kind of cool. And I'm sure it has upgrades, yes? An additional turbine for an extra 0 to 100 megawatts for $200,000 a month. So that's like a break-even thing. Ooh, and it looks kind of cool. Yeah, I'm down to pay for the aesthetic. We have a binary power cycle power plant. What? Allows the plant to use lower geothermal temperatures, which increases power output somewhat. And you get 0 to 50 megawatts for $75,000 a month. That's a little over $1,000 per megawatt. So wait, yeah, we definitely want that. Thank you. And then we have a barn, high voltage substation. Allows for another power line to be built on the plant for $3K a month. Okay, we could sneak one of those guys in for whatever reason, but we already have enough power connections. But also, it fits in perfectly, so it's gonna be there. Let's quickly hook this whole thing up then. So how much power is it gonna make? 30 right now? Oh, it needs employees. Fair enough. We'll give it a second to do its thing. And I guess while it's doing its thing, we can unlock solar panels. Yeah, we'll see what's up with them. Maybe they're okay. And oh my, they're huge. This thing is massive. What do the stats say on it? Oh, that it has a battery capacity. Interesting. And electricity production is 0 to 200 megawatts. That's good. And upkeep 300,000 a month. So yeah, it's about 1,500 bucks per megawatt. That's really good, actually. Oh, and the power it makes is stored in its own internal battery for when it doesn't work at nighttime, which makes sense. And the power output depends on the weather, but the plant also does not produce any ground or air pollution. So you know what? That is not bad. That's actually amazing, almost. Like, sure, they take up a ton of space, but if you spammed up enough of these, you could earn like a lot of money. Okay, let's build a road out this way and plop a few down. And as for upgrades, we have an extra substation thing for a power line. Nah, we're fine. Advanced tracking system. So the panels point at the sun to get more power, and it can make 100 megawatts for 150,000 a month. So yeah, just it's automatically better. Same kind of cost to power ratio as it already has. And then a backup battery. But it costs more than $1,000 for every megawatt of battery capacity. Or if we just build this power station here, it costs exactly 1,000 per megawatt hour. So no, we would definitely build this instead. If we need one. We'll see if we actually need one. Oh, wait a second though. This is an additional building. Oh, and it fits perfectly over here. Sometimes the rule of cool wins out. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Anyway, let's let the game play out for a little bit and see where the numbers end up. Like, are we actually gonna be profitable here? Oh, well, we already have all the employees, and yes, it's making over 300 megawatts. So that's a lot of extra cheap power. Meaning budget? Okay. Now, I want to say we're cooking with gas, but what? Now we're heating up in the sun? Ugh, whatever, it's profitable. And as for electricity, oh, weird. We're still in the negative by like a lot. So I guess it's like other factors why we're suddenly making $9 million more a month? Oh, perhaps it's because we're not buying power. That's one thing. And this is just a guess, but maybe with all these extra high voltage cables and transformers, power is being used more efficiently. Who knows? Main thing is, I'm just happy I don't have to regret building all this green energy. It's pretty good. And next we could deal with hydroelectric power, but you know, not a lot of options for that. Not yet. That still doesn't even look too good. Nah, no hydropower, too bad. Instead, we're skipping right over to nuclear power, baby, because nothing is stronger than the spicy rocks. Let's look at the stats. So nuclear power plant costs $5 million to build, and the upkeep is $1 million a month, but we make 750 megawatts per month, and it doesn't use any resources aside from the spicy rocks. And oh my gosh, that means it costs us $1,300 per megawatt with this bad boy. So at least in this game, it is the cheapest way to make power. I guess it's a close contender with solar, but it has the added benefit of having the giant smokestacks or cooling towers. And oh yeah, it definitely takes up a lot of space as well. But that's fine. I have been planning to build a nuclear power plant in this city since it was made. Mr. Kibbs loves nuclear power, and we are gonna build the power plant right over here. In this cool little outcropping, right next to the water, to our factory stuff, and kind of in like a highlighted position. Oh yeah, bud, that is cool. And okay, there's our nuclear power plant. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, I wonder if it has upgrades. Literally no upgrades. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not fine. I wish we could build more reactors to it, or even more cooling towers, but I guess we could build another nuclear power plant. What? We're only allowed to build one nuclear power plant? Game, you can't do this to me. I was gonna build nuclear power plants there, over this island, over on the mainland. I wanted nuclear power everywhere. Why do you have to be so cruel? Well, I guess it is kind of overpowered. Fair enough, but still, my dreams. Anyway, I'm sure with mods in the future we can build as many as we want. But for now, I have a lot of kind of busy work to do with this. I want to make all the terrain around here really cool. I want to build like some factories here, and then, oh my gosh, wait. The power plant here has multiple high voltage cables because it makes more than one high voltage cable can handle. Because each power line can only handle 400 megawatts. Oh, that's the best. Well, one of the power lines will connect up to our city. The other two, yeah, we'll just bring them directly out of the city. In fact, we'll just build a whole separate heavy power line that goes just that way. Because our existing power line that's right over here probably won't handle the excess juice. That's fine. You can easily just build extra power lines. Ooh, and make them look so good. So these guys just dodge all the rest of the city and off they go. As for the rest of the area, I started doing a little bit of terraforming, but it still needs some work. And then I added on an extra battery here because it's the nuclear power plant. Definitely want to have that nearby. Also next to a nuclear power plant, we definitely want some extra firefighting services. So maybe like a helicopter depot or a big fire station. Yeah, we definitely want that. Do you not want to have the spookiness? So we'll get the fire station, and then we'll get the firefighting helicopters. So big fire station. We don't want to put it right next door to the nuclear power plant, because if something bad happens here, well, then the fire trucks will be irradiated. So we'll build the fire station kind of further away, probably over here. We'll get rid of a block, and then that fits in perfectly. Ah, it's meant to be. Oh, and even better, there's a one-way road that goes pretty much right over to another main road, and then the nuclear power plant. So that's great. Does the big fire station have upgrades as well? Oh, it does. Garage extension? No, we're fine. Training facilities? That's kind of cool. But I don't like how that looks. So too bad, no training. And specialized rescue services help find survivors. That would be very, very handy. Like say one of our factories collapses, or heck, something goes wrong over here and it collapses. We lose a lot of high educated workers. Those people are expensive to train. Oh, but also there's a helicopter just on this. Oh, well, we already have a helicopter here. I don't think we need the extra helicopter depot, because a firefighter helicopter depot costs like $145,000 a month for 5 helicopters? Nah, we just need the one. We'll set this to operate just in the industrial areas, and then we'll be fine. And another thing, firefighters and the nuclear plant need lots of water. Where's the water situation right now? Well, we're consuming a little over 1 million cubic meters a month, whatever it's called. And when the nuclear plant is running, that number changes just a little bit. Okay, gotcha. But we still do have enough water, so fantastic. But I'd like the water collection to be close by the nuclear power plant. And over here, I've been trying to suck up the poop with this advanced water pumping station. So what I've done is I've built roads onto it, but then built a wooden bridge that connects up to the rest of the city. So it gets power, but it doesn't transport any of the sewage. And what it's been doing is sucking up the sewage ever so slowly here. And I think it's actually been working too. So I've actually done the same thing down in our downtown core as well. So hopefully we can get rid of some of the sewage. But right now, you are needed for the nuclear plant. So we'll build it somewhere over here. Probably actually right there. Yeah, now it looks like it's part of the facility. Now this area just needs a lot more terraforming. And now it's perfect. So instead of hyper zoning around it, I made sure there's tons of trees around it, made a little hilly next to the water here, got some factories over here to kind of fill out the space, and oh, it is beautiful. Beautiful addition to our city. You can see it practically from space. And I'm sure it also sent our profits right to the moon, right? No. Why? We're at 21 million a month and now we're down to 18. What's happening? Oh, I don't know, but we are profitable on our electricity exporting. So hey, aside from the usual fluctuations and things, we have cut out like $1 million expense from our city. And we have a nuclear power plant, so hey, we're winning. However, that is gonna be all for now, so I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, remember to subscribe for more. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.